Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll. We get ready here for our second night of the Montana iRacing League as we are back in action here this evening. We got the late models here, live from Lanier National Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go. There's no better place to get it than PeaceMaker Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. Let's get it, baby. Oh, let's go, chat. Oh, woo. This is going to be one amazing race. This is going to be one heck of a show. And here you go as these drivers going to get ready to rock and roll here. Heat race number one. Just a few moments away. We're going to be going green flag racing here from Lanier. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun, chat. This is going to be a ton, and I mean a ton of fun. These drivers going to get loaded into the sim and are ready to rock and roll. They're going to get ready to go to battle here in just a few more moments. Things are going to get started and things are going to get wild here in this one. So, game for a good show. This is the place to be. This is the place to be right now. I know there's football on. I know there's hockey on. But there's no better place to be on a Saturday night than at the racetrack or up here in the live stream with us watching some great racing action here with the Montana iRacing League as we'll get ready to set them loose. We'll get ready to go here for green flag number one on the evening as heat race number one about to get underway. These drivers going to get loaded into the sim and ready to rock and roll here in this one. So we'll get these drivers ready to jump out onto the racetrack. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that gosh heckin' follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here for heat race number one. And starting on the pole in the number 85 ride, that is the 85 machine of Patches Be Fast. To his outside in the 86, that is Patrick Lanier. Starting in position number 3 in the Pacer Signs in Designs number 32, that is Pacer Popham. And to his outside in the 43W, that is Terrell Wheeler. Starting in position number 5 in the 28 ride, that is Cody Blixton. To his outside in the 3D Racing House of Speed number 77, that is Warren Samoy. So we got 6 drivers ready to rock and roll here. Heat race number one about to get underway. My boy Matty, Mr. Fletchel coming in showing the love. What's good, Matty? Matty coming in showing the love. Aspen, Russell, Nolan, Tuttle, Mama Bear, Susie Dickinson coming in with the reactions. Brian Wax, Casey Duran with the heart reaction as we are green flag racing here. Quickly from Lanier as the green flag out and about here for the Montana iRacing League. And quickly, it's the 86 ride of Patrick Lanier. Out in front is Patches Be Fast. They're in position number 2. Patches there in position number 2 with Terrell Wheeler there in position number 3. Warren Samoy quickly up into position number 4. And looking for more, here's Warren trying to work himself to the front of the field. Cody Blix right there in position number 5, and Pacer Popham there in position number 6, bringing up the rear of the field in that Pacers Signs and Designs number 32 machine as Patrick Lanier out in front looking to open up his lead now between himself and Patches Be Fast. His Patches back there in position number 2. Slowly but surely has that 43 ride rolling up to him as Terrell goes up the racetrack hard into the outside wall for the 43 machine. He's going to go around and he's going to collect the 32 of Pacer Popham, and the caution flag is going to fly for the first time here this evening. Our first caution flag of the day as Terrell Wheeler unfortunately just gets up into the outside fence here. Having a good run, and unfortunately the 43 just pushes up the racetrack here, gets super tight, gets up into the wall, and as he hits that little opening there, the track entry fortunately bounces all the way down the racetrack right in front of the 32 ride, and nowhere to go for Pacer Popham as Pacer just trying to run his race a little deeper in the field there after making a mistake early on in this one, and unfortunately he's going to get a big hit as we'll jump right on board and take a look and see what the 32 ride saw as he sees the 43 get up into the fence there a little bit, then he shoots right down the racetrack, and unfortunately Pacer couldn't get on the binders quick enough, couldn't get down and out of the way there, as we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. Patrick Lanier out in front, looking to try to pick up heat race win number 1, as, oh my gosh, you guys have activated a star party. Are you kidding me? My boy Casey Durant coming in with the 100-star donation, coming in, setting it off here in this one, and my boy Matty Fletchel coming in with the 100-star donation as well to set off a star party. Absolutely insane, fellas. Casey coming in with another 50-star donation as well. My boy Joseph Brooks coming in. What's up, buddy? What's up, Joseph? What's up, my boy? How are you? Dylan Murray with the like and the share as well. Dylan coming in showing the love here in this one, as this is the Chili Bowl track prep. Why not watch Peace do his thing? Listen, the Chili Bowl should have me up in the broadcast booth there, okay? I would put on a great show for the Chili Bowl. That is for certain, as we are back to green flag racing. Patrick Lanier out in front, as here comes the 28 ride. Cody Blix down on the inside here, trying to make his move up and around the 85 ride, as Patches be fast, trying to hold on to position number 2, as here comes Warren Samoy. He's going to take his car down low, as the 3D Racing House of Speed Machine trying to work himself up into position number 3, as he looks underneath the 28 ride of Cody Blix. As Blix there in third, unfortunately the QDTD number 28 ride gonna slide there into that third position, as he was trying to make the move around the 85 ride. Patches be fast for position number 2. Unfortunately, now he's going from offense to defense, as we see the white flag fly one more time around here, as Patrick Lanier out in front for the BBI machine, is down through quarter number 3 and out of quarter number 4. It's all Patrick Lanier here in heat race number 1. Patches be fast, Cody Blix, Warren Samoy, Pacer, Popham, Terrell Wheeler rounding out our top 5 there in heat race number 1. My boy Matt Fletchel tagging Skylar Pruitt and Ty Dickinson, getting them in here. Get the boys up in here, that is for certain. We need to make that happen. I wouldn't mind it at all. Well, listen, everyone tag the Chili Bowl. I don't know what other ones you need to tag. Tag Boone Speedway, get me in there for the Super Nationals. I don't know, get me in there. Tag World of Outlaws, tag all of them. Tag all the major series. Get them in there. I'll go travel and do some racing action in real life throughout the summertime. I would 100% do that in a heartbeat. Ty is watching basketball, Iowa ladies. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, I'm here, he says. Ty, my boy, coming in, showing the love. What's good, Ty? How are you, Mr. Dickinson? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful night, enjoying some Iowa ladies basketball. Hopefully the Iowa ladies get it done and pick up the win. I'm watching my Chiefs game and trying to survive this blizzard. Yeah, there's a blizzard going on everywhere right now in North America, which is actually pretty wild. As we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and are ready to go. Heat race number 2 on the racetrack is starting on the pole. In that 2 machine, that is the flawless auto body number 2 ride of PJ Popham. To his outside in the 185, that is Zane Lemire. Then we see Casey Durant in the 43C. They're in position number 3. Braxton Tinker and Merlin Sorensen rounding out our field as 5 more drivers go into battle. We're already 3 wide. Down across the start finish line, they're looking to make it 4 wide here for position number 2, as out in front it's the 2 machine of PJ Popham, as Popham continues to lead the way. He's going to lead lap number 1 here in heat race number 2. And man, oh man, look at this battle for that second position. The 185 of Zane Lemire trying to hold on, but here comes Braxton Tinker, as Tinker trying to work himself up into that second position in the other 2 machine, and he's going to make that move, and he's going to jump up into that second spot on the racetrack. That means Zane Lemire going to slide back to third, but here comes the 307 as Merlin Sorensen going to slide up in front of him, trying to take that third spot away as they continue to duke it out. Back here up into the wall, though. Zane Lemire hard into the outside wall. The whole right front comes apart. You see the spare tire just floating down the racetrack there. No one needs a right front tire anymore these days. You just keep the foot in the throttle. You'll see Chris Hill back out onto the racetrack there as well. A little bit of damage already on the 5 ride as Hill out there in the 6th position. No caution flag for Zane Lemire as we stay green flag racing here from Lanier, as out in front PJ Popham. Out in front is PJ Popham here in this one, showing these drivers how to get it done, but we're going to see that caution flag finally be displayed, as unfortunately Zane Lanier just unfortunately gets up hard into that outside fence. See, he already has a little bit of right front damage getting into the wall earlier as well, so that could have played a part in this one as he just travels up the racetrack and unfortunately just pancakes the outside fence. Some pretty heavy damage goes around that right front, finally busts apart there, and fortunately for that 185, he's got quite a bit of damage on that car, and Chris Hill coming through there, trying to make sure that he doesn't get collected in that as we'll stack him up, rack him up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing as PJ Popham out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done. Adams County Speedway, Corning, Iowa. Get this guy, one of our Saturday nights. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Mr. Fletchell, you know I would love to do that. You know I would do that 100%. I would make that trip down to Iowa for a Saturday night racing event and put on a show for the whole crowd there in Iowa. And trust me, we would fill that state, we would fill that racetrack up in a heartbeat, okay? I'm sure we'd get some out-of-towners for certain for that one. Aspen says the Gateway Dirt Nationals. Listen, I would totally go to the Gateway Dirt Nationals as well. That would be an epic show to be an announcer at. To be able to be up in the booth with that crew for Flow Racing and put on that kind of a show would be absolutely insane as we go back to green flag racing here from Lanier National Speedway. Quickly, PJ Popham back onto the loud pedal, looking to run away with this second heat race of the day. Merlin Sorensen go for the slide job there for position number 2. Braxton Tinker gonna battle back strong though, down on the bottom side. The 2 machine, door to door, down into corner number 3 with the 307 as Merlin is gonna go for the slide job once again. They're gonna beat and bang, some contact up into the outside wall, goes the 307. Merlin Sorensen hard up into that wall. He's gonna take his car. Oh, I thought he was going to take her off the racetrack, but he's going to keep on rolling here in this one as PJ Popham out in front is going to see that white flag fly. So one more time around for PJ Popham. Braxton Tinker there in second. Casey Durant there in third. And Chris Hill now up into position number 4 is out of quarter number 4. It's the 2 ride of PJ Popham picking up heat race win number 2 as it's all 2s here in this one with Braxton Tinker in the other 2 ride there in second with Casey Durant, Chris Hill, Merlin Sorensen, and Zane Lanier rounding out the field here in this second heat race. What a run, what a show right there for that second heat race. That was absolutely amazing. Ryan Clark, get this dude to announce some races, best in the virtual business. Yeah, listen, I would totally take the virtual broadcasting business side into the real life world, and trust me, I don't have any real life experience with it other than being, part of the racetrack, being a racer, and being part of the pit crews and everything else, and being at the racetrack since I was like 2 years old, 3 years old. I've grown up at the racetrack, and that's probably where a lot of my natural talent comes from. Huck Flindle at Brighton Speedway up here in Ontario, Canada. So many Saturday nights, Sundays, some Fridays here and there, hearing Huck on the mic, listening to that growing up, and everything else, man, is something that, obviously sat with me for my entire life, and, watching a lot of racing action, going to a lot of different racetracks, also helping me, learn the craft a little bit more and getting better at it, and then obviously taking my talents here to iRacing over the last 3 years, and then just continuing to grow and get better and better and better every single night as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 3. As starting on the pole, here in heat race number 3, it's the Tri-City Speed Machine, the 54 ride of Joseph Brooks. Starting in that pole position, to his outside in the 00, that is Riley Wolf, and down on the inside, a row number 2. In the 1H ride, that is Vernon Hill, into his outside. In the 57 ride, that is Maurice Meyer. Starting in position number 5 in the 24M, that is Ian Myers, into his outside. In the 06 is the Tri-City Speed BBI machine, that is Tommy Bush. As we are going to see the green flag fly here for heat race number 3 is quickly Joseph Brooks onto the loud pedal, looking to run away here with heat race number 3 on the evening. Vernon Hill right there in position number 2, trying to get that 5.6 graphics. Dirty South Speed Shop number 1 H-Ride up to the front of the field here as he chases down that number 54 ride is the JR1 machine right there in position number 2. Tommy Bush already trying to work himself up through the field here as he's up 3 spots from the rear of the field, up inside of a podium here for this third heat race is the 06 ride. Working himself up to the front of the field is the Gears Unlimited machine right there in position number 3 is Maurice Meyer trying to hold on to that 57 ride. Got very loose down there through corner number 3 and 4. Almost sent it down pit side there into the pit opening. Riley Wolf going from hero to zero here early on in this one, going from position number 2, sliding quickly back to that 5th position, looking to get a handle on this 00 ride, trying to get it figured out and back towards the front of the field as Ian Myers already taken his 24M off the racetrack. Joseph Brooks out in front. Brooks looking to pick up the checkered flag here in heat race number 3. Vernon Hill trying to run him down, but now got to play a little defense as here comes the 06 ride as Vernon Hill's saying a little oh no right now as that 06 ride has caught him in a quick hurry. Now trying to put the moves on him here, trying to figure out a way to get up and around that 1H ride for position number 2 as every single position counts in these heat races. It's going to set you up for a great evening if you can finish up at the front of the field and get yourself a wonderful starting spot here in this A main feature event. And right now they're duking it out for that second spot as Vernon Hill trying to keep that 06 ride at bay. And we see more contact deeper in the field as the 57 going to get up into the outside fence. He's trying to hold off Riley Wolf, and unfortunately he's going to park it up there and take that ride down pit side. As down through corner number 4, we're going to see the white flag fly. So one more time around here for Joseph Brooks as Brooks out in front looking to pick up heat race win number 3 here on the evening as the Tri-City Speed Machine through corner number 4. He's going to see that checkered flag fly and he's going to pick up heat race win number 3. Tommy Bush there in second, Vernon Hill in third, and then Riley Wolf in position number 4. Maurice Meyer and Ian Myers rounding out our field there in that third heat races. We're going to get into a quick warm-up session. These drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack here. They're going to make sure their cars are absolutely set up perfectly. They're ready to rock and roll. They're ready to go to battle here for this A main feature event in just a few more moments. We're going to see these drivers absolutely duke it out. We saw some crazy racing there in the heat races, and we're going to see even more crazy racing here in this A main feature event. So you guys don't want to go anywhere because you don't want to miss any of this action here this evening. Don't worry, it's not going to be a full 14 minutes of a warm-up session. We will be ready to rock and roll here in a few moments, so make sure you guys hang around. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button as Morgan Shoemate coming in, showing the love with the share on the stream and hitting that follow button. Become a part of the PeaceMaker family, become a part of the PeaceMaker crew here today in this one. Calvin Herring coming in with the like on the stream. Randy Bowman coming in, smashing that thumbs up as well. Anthony Garth coming in with the like and the share. Anthony James coming in with the like. Rob Stefanski, Clifford Bellamy coming in, showing the love with the reactions as well. As you guys are absolutely killing it here this evening in this one, man. That has been, you guys have been killing it. Tagging IMCA TV, tagging all these wonderful racing, channels and broadcast companies and everything else, and different race owners and everything. That would be absolutely insane to be able to get out there and be able to make some moves and be able to do something. Some real life announcing would be absolutely wonderful, man. That would be absolutely a dream come true for myself. Even if it's just local up here in this area, would be absolutely amazing. Who to cheer on? Don't know anybody. I gotta cheer someone on. Yeah, Mama Bear. These are all Montana, racers, Montana local racers here. So all these drivers are from the Montana state. So a lot of them you might not know. A lot of them are real life racers. They race in real life. They, hit up a lot of different tracks around Montana, and they put on a show wherever they go, even here in the simulator. So it's never a bad thing to cheer on any one of these drivers. Throw your name. Throw a dart at the board here and pick up any one of these drivers. Honestly, each and every one of them will have an opportunity here this evening to pick up the checkered flag. But we're going to see a lot of comers. We're going to see a lot of goers, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Cody Horton says, can't go wrong with Tommy Bush. Yeah, Tommy Bush looks very, very strong there in that 06 run. He was looking very good. PJ Popham looked good out there as well. Cody Blake showed some good speed there for a little bit. So did Bracton Tinker. If he can put a big race together here, I think Bracton could put on a good show here for us. Joseph Brooks as well, our third heat race winner of the day. I'm sure he could put on a good battle for us as well. Patches Be Fast look good out there on the racetrack as well in the 85 ride. So there's a lot of different people that could have a good battle out there on the racetrack to pick up the wins here this evening. Morgan says, hey, how are you, Morgan? How you doing? Welcome to the PeaceMaker family. I appreciate you coming in, dropping that follow and the share on the stream. I appreciate you coming in, become a part of the PeaceMaker family. Wow, they let that go green. Yeah, they let that green go. Yeah, they did. Unfortunately, I mean, it's a small league. It's all local guys. They all know each other. They've all raced against each other in real life in different classes and everything else. They know each other from, a weekly basis at, the Saturday night racetracks throughout Montana. And obviously, they let some things slide here and there. Sometimes the admins miss things like any league, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Just joined. What are y'all doing in here? Oh, we're racing, Cody. We're racing, brother. Cody Werner, don't you think he would be exciting at Corning announcing? Ooh, baby, I would love to. Weaver Valley Speedway? Yeah, I would definitely hit up Weaver Valley. That's for certain. Weaver Valley wouldn't be able to handle me. That is for damn sure. Weaver Valley wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know what to do. Mama Bear said, you need to come to Iowa. I definitely need to. By far the best in the business. He would have everyone on their feet. I probably would, for certain. You have plenty of places to stay here in Iowa. Don't tempt me, Ty. Don't tempt me, because I'll do it. Trust me, I will do it. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to be right back here after a few moments. We're going to get a quick drink into us and get ready here for this main feature event. So don't go anywhere. Enjoy the sights and the sounds of the pro late models here from Lanier National Speedway as we get ready to rock and roll for our main feature event in just a few more moments. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching over on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button over on the purple site as well, as we're going to get ready here in a few more moments for our 40-lap main feature event. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to go anywhere because you don't want to miss the show here this evening for the Montana iRacing League. Woo! it's slowly but surely coming to a close, and that means we're going to get ready to rock and roll. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing here in just a little bit. Miss Hamazi coming in, dropping that follow over on Twitch, coming in, dropping that follow, becoming part of the PeaceMaker family over there on the purple site, coming in with the let's goes up in the chat, as well as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing here in just a few more moments. This is going to be a ton, and I mean a ton of fun, as these drivers are ready to rock and roll. They are ready to put on a show here for us in this one. My home track, I was raised there in Winterboro Speedway. You race down there, you better be a good fighter as well. Them boys will park their car on top of yours, get out and beat you while you're still in the car. Oh my gosh. Sounds like a cage fight right there. I don't know about that one. Normally I run tribute ride here for my buddy who passed, who raced here as well. Oh my gosh, that is wild, Anthony. That is a heck of a story right there, brother. That is a wild story. And yeah, you guys are getting hammered right now with snow and some very negative, temperatures up there in the U.S. I'm up here in Canada. I'm in Ontario, and for the most part, I can still see grass out my window when I look into most of these yards. Over the last couple of days, we've had a little bit of snow, but for the most part, it's been pretty mild winter, honestly. And it's been pretty warm. It's been sweater weather, maybe a couple days wearing a jacket, but that's about it. But man, other than that, it's been pretty nice. It's been a pretty easy winter up here for southeast Ontario. Has been pretty nice, that's for certain. All right, as we get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go, you see these drivers out there on the racetrack as they're ready to put on a show here for you this one. And these drivers loaded into the sim from Lanier and National Speedway. They're lined up here behind our official iRacing pace truck, and they're going to start rolling out here on the racetrack. It's starting on the pole in the BBI number 86. That is Patrick Lanier. To his outside in the flawless auto body, number 2 is the Pacers. Sign and Designs number 2 rider PJ Popham. Starting in position number 3 in the Tri-City Speed Machine is the 54 of Joseph Brooks. Into his outside in the 85, that is Patches Be Fast. Down in position number 5 on the racetrack in the inside of row number 3 is the Do-Ride of Bracton Tinker. To his outside, the 06, that is Tommy Bush. Cody Blix and Casey Durant there in row 4, with row 5 being Vernon Hill in the 77 of Warren Samoy. Merlin Sorensen, Riley Wolf right there behind him in 11th and 12th with Pacer Popham, Chris Hill, Maurice Meyer, Tyrell Wheeler, Zane Lemire, and Ian Myers rounding out the field in the 24 as we end all the anticipation with our feature presentation as we are quickly green flag racing here from Lanier National Speedway. Down into quarter number 3, the slide job gonna come into the 2-ride. He just barely clears Patrick Lemire as PJ Popham is going to jump up and lead lap number 1 as Lemire. Back to position number 2, Joseph Brooks right there in the inside of the 86 ride, looking to jump up into position number 2 as they are beating and banging and battling hard here throughout the field. All these drivers trying to work themselves up through the traffic is right there. You see Bracton Tinker trying to hold on to position number 8 as Vernon Hill down to his inside. Hill's going to go around. Contacted, around goes the one machine, hard into the outside wall. No caution flag on the racetrack as of right now. There it is. Caution flag finally coming out for Casey Durant. You see body panels and tires and everything else rolling down the racetrack, and a couple hard hits right there as Casey Durant going to get the worst of this deal as the 43C machine nowhere to go is right in front of him. Vernon Hill looking to jump up and clear the 2-ride. Unfortunately, goes right over his nose, gets right underneath of him, and here he goes around right underneath the flag stand. Nowhere to go for Casey Durant as Durant hard into the side of him there, and down into Warren Samoy, up the racetrack into the outside wall, and some heavy damage. See that right front tire absolutely sheared off the race car there, and he's trying to get that car rocking and rolling. The leaders coming up on all the debris. They're going to throw that caution flag as we will take another look at it here and see what happened as we'll jump right on board here with Casey Durand and see what Casey sees. We'll play it back just ever so slightly here and see what Casey sees here, as we'll jump right in on the helmet cam of this number 43C ride. It's some very tight racing here, and unfortunately, things get a little bit too tight as the one ride of Verdon Hill slides over the nose there of the two ride. Unfortunately, he's going to get up into the outside wall. Nowhere to go for Casey Durand right there. Nothing he could do except for open prey to make it through there, and unfortunately, didn't get lucky enough as we'll stack him up, rack him up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. The green flag back out into the air. PJ Popham out in front looking to try to run away with this one. He jumped up and took that lead early on here on our opening lap from the 86 ride of Patrick Lanier. Lanier trying to hunt him back down, trying to get himself back into that top spot. But the two ride of PJ Popham looking very, very strong here in the opening laps here at Lanier National Speedway. Lanier right there in position number 2 as here comes Joseph Brooks and Tommy Bush as they're both right there on his back bumper, continue to battle door to door here as they make an opening right there as there is another caution flag that's going to fly. The caution flag going to come back out here as it looks like Bracton Tinker in the 2 ride now going to have some issues here of his own as see Patches be fast, squirrely there. Down the back stretch is getting the 2 ride, kind of bent out of shape down low, and then they're 3 wide coming off the corner. Unfortunately, they go 3 wide, they run out of room, and a little loop-de-loop there for the 85 ride of Patches Be Fast and that 2 machine as well. Oh, both going around as Bracton Tinker trying to hang on to that ride. Unfortunately, just nothing he could do there as they were 3 wide. He could have rolled out of it a little early, but none of these drivers want to back out of it. They want to get everything they can, and they're not going to pass up an opportunity to get a run and make a move here to maybe jump up a couple spots. And fortunately, that time for Bracton Tinker, it did not work out for him as he's going to go around and the caution flag is going to fly again. Josh Aho coming in, showing the love here with the like on the stream. Craig Michael Deacon with the thumbs up as well. Cody J. Horton coming in with that heart reaction. Dustin Nash coming in with the like. Bracton Tinker with the like. Deborah Sook coming in with that thumbs up as well. Morgan Shoemate coming in and showing the love with the thumbs up as well. My boy Scott Spee. Scotty coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream as well. Listen, Scott, my boy, you guys got to get me up in the broadcast booth down there at Maryville, brother. That's what we really need to do. That's how you really need to get me to the racetrack this year. Get me up in the broadcast booth, even if it's just for the street stocks or something. You know, I would take it for one race or maybe the heat races or something for the street stocks. Get me up in the broadcast booth, brother, for certain. As out in front, PJ Popham quickly back onto the loud pedal, looking to try to run away here with our main feature event. Patrick Lanier right there in position number 2. The 54 of Joseph Brooks there in 3rd, continuing to try to work to the inside of that 86 ride. Tommy Bush in the 06 with a little bit of right front damage there as you see that right front bumper tore apart there, and unfortunately that may be hindering that 06 ride as he gets very loose there out of quarter number 2. Here comes the 305 Merlin Sorensen's going to send it in down underneath of him, as that's what we were talking about. These drivers are not going to hold back. They're going to take every single run they can. If they see a driver in front of them make a mistake, they're not going to let off. They're not going to let them recollect themselves. They're going to take advantage of it as quickly as possible. He's on the 307 of Merlin Sorensen doing that right there as he's already up 7 positions on the racetrack. Currently, our hard charger looking very, very strong in the 307. They're in position number 4, but there's the 32 ride parked up there on the high side. Everyone getting onto the binders as the caution flag comes back out there. That was a close call right there for Merlin Sorensen as he almost got right into that 32 machine, as that could have been an awful, awful break right there for that number 307. As unfortunately for Pacer Popham, he's going to get hard up into the outside wall here. I think a couple times as we're going to see some hard racing again here. Just 2-3 wide, and unfortunately, little squirrely, kind of bent out of shape. 2 ride looking into the middle there, and unfortunately they just run out of room, and it shoves the 32 up into the outside fence, and some pretty heavy damage here for that 32. He's trying to get it back going here, and unfortunately the right front just busted up. That car will not turn left as he's going to get stopped on the racetrack. Look for that caution flag, and then here comes our race leaders. Oh, the 2 ride of PJ Popham did get a piece of them. Oh no. I don't think PJ is going to be very happy with that one, getting a good piece of that car. And Bophams may be having a little bit of a meltdown here in this one as Pacer unfortunately just getting in the way. They're getting that car stopped up on the high side as PJ Popham and Pacer Popham coming together, and unfortunately both rides with some pretty good damage. You see PJ Popham is at the back of the pack here, so a tough break there for PJ Popham as he's going to go to the rear of the field. We're going to have to see if he can work himself back up through the field as we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing with a new race leader here in this one. Patrick Lanier out in front as he is able to be the benefactor of a bad move there for the two rider PJ Popham as he was not expecting Pacer Popham to be parked there in the high side of 3 and 4. Some pretty good damage. He had to take his ride down pit side for some repairs, so we'll have to wait and see if PJ can work himself back up through the field, but nonetheless hands the lead to this 86 rider Patrick Lanier as Lanier out in front now trying to hold off that 54 rider Joseph Brooks as Brooks gets up and gets a good piece of the outside wall right there. Out of corner number 2 is Cody Blix looking to jump up into position number 3 as he battles door to door with the 307, and we're going to see the caution flag fly here again in this one. So the caution flag coming back out here as cautions breeding cautions, and we'll take a look and see what happened. Does it look like a couple drivers coming together? Tommy Bush not part of, oh, Tommy Bush might have gotten a piece of this one as well. Tommy Bush deep in the field here in the 06 ride. Looks like he's going to try to send it in there and slide up just in front of the 24 ride. The 24 comes in with a big head of momentum. Unfortunately gets underneath the 06 and lifts up that rear end, breaks traction, and spins the 06 ride around as that was an oh-no moment right there for Tommy Bush. He was just trying to hang on to that ride as we'll jump right on board here with Tommy Bush and see what he sees as jumps up in front of the 24, has him cleared, looking pretty, and unfortunately the 24 with a big run just comes in and gets to his back bumper, lifts him up, and spins him around to the infield. Luckily enough, not a lot of damage there for the 06 as we will get ready to rock and roll, and we are get ready to set these drivers back loose. Tell Mario, let's make a show at the Ville. We can sponsor every lap. Let's go, brother. That's what's up right there. We need a good street stock race. Yeah, that would be absolutely insane. That would be absolutely amazing. Tell PeaceMaker, let's make a show. You can run the night in the booth with John. Let's go. Let's do it. I think Mario would 100% be on board for that one. I think Mario would love that. It's Cody Blix in the 28 ride, trying to hang on to this 28 machine as he's currently in position number 4 and looking for more as we are back to Green Flag Racing as the 86 ride of Patrick Lanier continues to lead the way with the 54 ride of Joseph Brooks right there in position number 2. Brooks has been looking underneath this 86 car for a lot of laps, but this time down through corner number 1, he may have an opportunity as the 86 goes way up to the extreme high side. They're going to go door to door down into corner number 3 as we have one car parked up on the high side. It was almost a reenactment of what happened moments ago as this time PJ Popham parked up there on the high side of corner number 3. Is the caution flag gonna come back out? It looks like Patches be fast and the 2 ride unfortunately coming together. Let's see if we can play this back a little bit as Patches just slow on the racetrack there. I think there was a little bit of contact here as he slides up, gets tight, slides up in front of the 2 ride. They get up into the outside wall, and I think PJ just upset with how his night has gone after that initial contact. Both the right fronts tore up as Patches still into the outside wall. PJ trying to get that car back together and unfortunately sends it into corner number 3 and slides it up into the outside wall again with some pretty heavy contact there again for the 2 machine as we'll get a look and see what happened here. You see him trying to turn left and unfortunately the car just goes dead straight as that damage is already dealt to the 2 ride, and fortunately for the Flawless Auto Body, they are going to have some work to do on that 2 machine to get that car back out onto the racetrack and get it looking pretty like it was before all that contact. Some laps will sell for more. Yeah, some laps will definitely sell for more. We'll sell every lap for $50. Oh, baby, that would be absolutely insane, brother. That would be absolutely insane. I think we would get a huge crowd and a lot of drivers for that one. And I mean, Mario's no slouch. He loves to put on those big money races, and I know he would definitely throw some money into the fun there for that. For certain he would. As Patrick Lanier is going to see that green flag fly here once again from Lanier National Speedway. He's out in front and looking to try to put this one to bed as he gets down across the start finish line. Going to click off another lap as the 54 ride continues to work down to his inside. Joseph Brooks right there in position number 2, trying to take this race lead away from our race leader, Patrick Lanier, is down across the start finish line. We're going to see the cross flags is halfway in and halfway to go. Here in this A main feature event, in the battle for the lead is just starting to brew as a little bit of a shot in the shorts. The 54 ride given to the 86 as Brooks slowly but surely starting to run out of patience, trying to find a way around that 86 ride. He may be faster, but he hasn't been able to find the run he needs to get around Patrick Lanier here at Lanier, as we're going to quickly take a look to see what brings out the caution flag here yet again, as it looks like the 06 ride with another oh no moment, as Tri-City Speed Machine right on the back bumper of the 2 ride. Looks like they're just going to come tight together down here through 1 and 2 as the 2 ride starting to lose the handle of it, slowly going around. Unfortunately, just gets into that right rear of the Tri-City Speed 06 and spins him around in a tough break right there for Tommy Bush, as he was looking to have himself a great night here at the racetrack, and unfortunately finds himself pointing in the wrong direction there in corner number 2, and the caution flag is going to come back out here once again in this one. Let's make this happen. Tell him to pick a date. I will tell him. I will tell him to pick a date for certain. We'll put on a big show, brother. We will put on a big show. As right there you see that contact as the 2 ride just loses it. Unfortunately, as the front end, well, the rear end stepping out, the front end coming down the racetrack into the 06 ride. 2 ride getting a little bit of damage. The 06 with a little bit of damage as we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. We're going to jump into a quick PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver as we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing here with 19 more laps left to go here from Lanier. As the caution flag coming right back out there as you guys get a good look at it. Unfortunately, Tommy Bush with another oh-no moment in the 06 ride as he goes around. The caution flag is going to come back out. You saw Pacer pop him getting hard into that one as we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here from Lanier National Speedway. These drivers been putting on a wonderful show here for us all evening long, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we're going to get ready to set them back loose here from Lanier National Speedway as we're going to see 12 more laps left to go out in front. It's Patrick Lanier continuing to lead the way as Joseph Brooks continuing to sit there on his back bumper. Merlin Sorensen up into third. Cody Blix there in position number 4, looking for more with Warren Samoy in the 3D Racing House of Speed. Number 77 right there in position number 5. Casey Durand in position number 6 in the 43 C Machine with Maurice Meyer right there behind him in the 57 ride. Ian Myers there in the 24M in position number 8 with Vernon Hill there in 9th, and Pacer Popham rounding out our top 10 as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and back to green flag racing as the iRacing pace truck makes a left-hand turn back down pit side in the 86 of Patrick Lanier, looking to try and run away with this one, but Joseph Brooks right there ready to pounce to try to jump up here and take this lead away as he stayed glued right to the back bumper of that 86 ride pretty much all evening long, and he hasn't left it. He stayed right there running in the tire tracks. Is now the 86 of Patrick Lanier trying to block, trying to keep that bottom lane open for himself as the caution flag, I do believe, is going to come back out here once again. It's cautions of breeding cautions here in this one, and it looks like Maurice Meyer going to have some issues in the 57 ride as he's going to go around. Looks like he's going to get to the inside of the 43 ride. Kind of just everyone stacking up there a little bit, trying to work themselves through the slick stuff. He's going to send it in there a little bit too deep, and fortunately right over the nose of the 43 ride. The Pacer Popham going to come in, get a piece of him, and then we're going to see this 57 ride unfortunately get stopped on the racetrack, and that will bring the caution flag back out as he was trying to send it, trying to find a way to jump up a couple spots here. Unfortunately, just got in there a little bit too deep, a little bit too far, made some heavy contact there with the 43 ride, and fortunately some pretty heavy damage is right here. He sends it in, gets a piece of the 77 ride of Warren Samoy as well, and right over the nose of the 43. Nowhere for Casey Durand to go except for, and right underneath of him there is the 57 ride, parked it right on his nose. As we'll stack him up, rack him up, and get ready to go back to battle here again. Patrick Lanier, I think, is liking these caution flags right now because that 54 ride has been very, very strong all evening long, been glued right there to his back bumper. And these green flag runs giving him some opportunities here, but on these restarts, he seems to be able to try to open up a car length or two here, which may give him a little bit of breathing room. And if he can hit these caution flags right and keep that 54 ride continuously back there behind him on the restarts, he might be able to put this car in victory lane, but he still might be able to do it on the racetrack as well, as no slouch. The 86 ride of Patrick Lanier trying to pick up yet again another checkered flag. Joseph Brooks right there in second once again. Here's the 86 ride out in front, getting a rear view mirror full of the 54 ride. A little bit of contact as he got right underneath of him. The 86 right there. Here comes the 307, Merlin Sorensen. He's going to poke his nose into this battle. He's going to send it in on the bottom side of corner number 3 and 4. Some contact for position number 2, and here comes Cody Blix. Blix trying to roll that extreme high side here, looking for the big runs, trying to get that 28 ride up into position number 3 as the door's been opened now as he looks to the outside of the 307 of Merlin Sorensen, and here comes Warren Samoy and Casey Durand right there into the mix. Is the top 6, you can throw a blanket over them as they're all duking it out here at Lanier, as this one is shaping up to be one wild finish as the 86 of Patrick Lanier continues to lead the way. Cody Blix trying to jump up into position number 2 with Joseph Brooks right there continuously staying on the 86 ride's back bumper. Is now the 86 going to jump up to the high side. That may leave the bottom side open and free here for the 54 ride to make a move to maybe get around him, but Patrick Lanier finding some big runs out of that 86 ride, but it's a very dangerous game up there on the outside wall. You get a little bit too much of it, you can put that car into the fence and tear up your equipment in a quick hurry. Joseph Brooks going to try to stay true down there on the bottom side, going to try to run it where they're not, as Cody Blix right there in position number 3. Warren Samoy now up into 4th with Merlin Sorensen there in position number 5. Ian Myers trying to find himself a way around the 43 ride as they continue to duke it out here in this one. Patrick Lanier out in front, continuing to lead the way as we were talking about the outside wall. Cody Blix unfortunately getting a big piece of it there. He's parked up there on the exit of the racetrack. No caution flag here as he's technically off the track, but still up there as he's going to take that car down. Pit side is contact here. Down across the start finish line as the white flag flies. Tommy Bush and Patrick Lanier come together. No caution flag as here comes Warren Samoy to the front of the field. Samoy out in front. The 3D racing ride, the benefactor of some contact as he's going to pick up the checkered flag here in the Montana Racing League as Patrick Lanier and Joseph Brooks coming together down across the start-finish line, taking the white flag. No caution flag as Warren Samoy sees that happening, jumps up and takes this win away. What a run, what a race. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up here for our race winner as Warren Samoy gets it done and parks that 77 ride up here in victory lane. What a finish, what a race right there between these drivers. That was absolutely wild as Samoy came out of nowhere. We saw this happen last night for him to jump up into position number 3. And here tonight, he's going to get that same opportunity to pick up a few extra positions late in this race. And he's going to park it up here in the Lanier National Speedway victory lane, as I'm sure Samoy is absolutely stoked. He is absolutely breathtaking right now, parking this 77 ride up here in victory lane. Merlin Sorensen going to come home in position number 2 in the 307 ride, and Casey Durand there in position number 3 as we're going to jump up and take a look here at what happened late in this race as the white flag was being displayed. Tommy Bush and Joseph Brooks and Patrick Lanier coming together here. Let's take a look and see what happens here. We'll take a look and see what happens with Patrick Lanier as his car gets some damage here as the 54 ride down the bottom side is going to send it in there. He's going to try to slide up in front of the 86 ride. The 86 with a big run. And unfortunately, things get a little bit too tight. He can't clear when they both get up into the outside wall here. Some very heavy damage. You see the flagman throwing that white flag there as Lanier is going to cross back underneath him there. But unfortunately, that right front all tore up. The car will not turn left as he gets back up into the outside wall there. And that is what allows Warren Samoy, Merlin Sorensen, Maurice Meyer, and Pacer Popham to drive right around that 86 ride as he's trying to crank that wheel as hard as he can to the left, and unfortunately that damage going to take him out of a opportunity to pick up a checkered flag. As we'll also take a look and see as we saw Tommy Bush have some issues in the 06 ride here, as well as Bush down low. Looks like he may just go around here. I'm not sure what happens to Tommy. Oh, looks like Tommy's going to get a good piece there of the 57 ride. Unfortunately, he's going to go around as he drives into that 57. We'll see if we can get a look here at Joseph Brooks in the 54 ride and see what he sees as he's going around here in this one, looking to try to slide up and take that lead away. And unfortunately, his dreams come to an end in a quick hurry. Nowhere to go there for the 24 ride, as well as Ian Myers gets hard into this number 54 machine. As we'll take a look from Myers' perspective here, as Myers coming into that one, also getting a big piece of it here, and fortunately nowhere for him to go as Warren Samoy going to jump up and take this lead away. As you see the 54 ride, he's guessing, tries to go to the high side. Unfortunately, the 54 already there, and here comes the 77 right underneath of both of them. He's going to jump up and take the lead away, and he's going to park that Norwood Sim Sports 3D Racing House of Speed number 77 ride down here in victory lane at Lanier. What a run, what a race, and what a drive right there for Warren Samoy, as we're going to get ready to pull Warren, our race winner, up into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview. All right, we're waiting for Warren. Let me see if we can get neat admin roles in this Discord. It makes it so much more difficult for me to be able to do these interviews with just the one channel and everyone hopping in there. I ran out of gas, says Cody Blix. Oh no, you ran out of gas, Cody. That is the worst, brother. That is the worst. That you couldn't ask. That's awful. I'm fucking pissed, says Joseph Brooks. Brother, that was a close one, man. Hey, you know what? You put on a show. You put on a show, my dude, and that's what matters there. But yeah, you were You were zooming out there trying to figure out a way to get around that 86 run. Unfortunately, you just couldn't quite get that run that you needed to get up there. 2 nights in a row. Yeah, 2 nights in a row for Warren Samoy to get those few extra spots late in this race. I got no Mike. I got third. Woo woo. Casey, my boy, congratulations coming home there in position number 3. You know what? While we wait for Warren to jump into the top 3 waiting room, we'll get some shout-outs here. Casey, my boy, if there's anything you'd like to say, type it in the chat right now. I can reiterate it here on the broadcast for you. If there's anyone you'd like to thank for, being a supporter of yours or, being a helping hand here on the simulator or anything else, friends, family, people tuning in, watching you. If there's anyone you'd like to give shout-outs to, man, you can type it in the chat. I'll read it back here and give some shout-outs there for you, brother. Oh, man, that was a wild finish, Mama Bear. That was a wild finish right there. That was absolutely insane. That was a crazy run. That was a crazy race. Cody ran out of gas and Crown loose here in our house. Oh, no. Oh, no. You ran out of gas and Crown Royal. That heartbroken. Heartbroken, brother. Heartbroken. All right, we're going to get ready here for our
the server to get interviewed. So,
all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pull our race winner in
Casey,
here.
I know, doesn't have Discord.
We're going to get ready here for our race winner to jump up here into the waiting room here in just a few more seconds. We're going to get ready to pull him in and get our race winner up here for his post-race interview. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's see the congratulations and checkered flags up in the chat right now for Warren Samoy as we're going to get Warren up here into the broadcast booth.
You're dead, but your car might not be dead.
Hey, Warren, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. Taking a copy?
Yeah.
Warren, man, what a run, what a race. Take us back through those final closing laps. There's some contact there in front of you. Once again, the benefactor of having a door open there for you as you send that 77 ride down on the inside, able to make your move around the very heavy damaged 86 run of Patrick Lanier to jump up and take this race lead on the final lap and to pick up the checkered flag here in this one, man. How stoked are you to be up here in victory lane and take us back through the emotions there in the final lap?
Pretty lucky, yeah. I mean, it happened last night. It happened again tonight. Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, I guess. I had a hell of a race going there for third with the 307 and 28. Man, we had a hell of a race about the whole race there. And yeah, I was just trying to stay clean. And then those guys, I kind of got away from them. I think Cody ran out of gas. And then those 2 guys got in at the end. I was like, well, thanks. You guys want to wreck each other? I'll go ahead and take it. So, yeah, I'll definitely lucky.
Absolutely. A little bit of a lucky one, but nonetheless, still a very good run, a very strong performance out there on the racetrack for yourself in the 3D racing ride as you're able to pick up the checkered flag. We talked a bit last night and how anything's possible. You were pretty, lackluster on being able to pick up a checkered flag, but here you are the very next night, less than 24 hours later, picking up the checkered flag and parking the 77 right up here in victory lane.
Yeah, you must be my good luck charm there. PeaceMaker. Awesome.
Absolutely, brother. Warren, a great race and a strong performance here in this one. Who would you like to thank for picking up the checkered flag tonight?
Well, I gotta say this kind of quietly. I forgot to thank my wife last night, so she's the only one I'm thanking tonight besides all the guys in the league. So thanks for coming out, and hopefully we can put on a better show. I know there was still a little bit too much banging around, a few too many cautions, but yeah, it's still the first week for the late models. Well, hopefully the 305s will have a better show.
Absolutely. 305s that much more deadly out there on the racetrack as that little bit of contact that we see with the full fendered race cars or even the UMPs, you can kind of get away with it a little bit, but when it comes to those sprint cars and you start banging tires, you can go upside down and end your night in a quick hurry. So I'm assuming drivers will be a little bit more cautious, but I've thought that in the past and I've been hurt by it, so I'm not going to take, I'll take that with a grain of salt, but you never know as all these drivers, I'm sure they want to see some green flag laps as well. They want to see some great battles out there on the racetrack and not all the contact that we've seen here over the last couple races, but nonetheless, caution flags or no caution flags, you guys put on a heck of a race and a heck of a run here tonight in this one. Warren, congratulations on picking up the checkered flag.
Yeah, thank you, and I'll be sure to remind everybody at the pit meeting for the 305s that, we don't want to touch wheels.
Absolutely, brother. Well, Warren, congratulations on the checkered flag, and we look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack here in a little bit for the 305s, and hopefully we'll see you right back up here in the broadcast booth and maybe right up here in Victory Lane again.
Absolutely. Thanks, brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our race winner, Warren Samoy, as Warren picks up the checkered flag and parks that ride here into Victory Lane. What a run and what a drive right there for Warren, as we're going to get ready to pull in our second place finisher, Merlin Sorensen. Is Merlin coming home here in position number 2? We're going to get him up here into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview.
Races I've had in a while.
Hey, Merlin, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Merlin, what a run, what a drive for that 307 ride, man. You were very fast here all evening long. We saw you make some big moves there when some drivers in front of you made some mistakes or got into a battle. You were shy about poking your nose into the fights there at the front of the field as you were able to work yourself up towards the front in a quick hurry, filling any hole you can find out there on the racetrack, and slowly but surely work yourself up inside the top 3. Some great battles there late in the race, and obviously the benefactor picking up a couple extra spots here late in this one to pick up a solid second place run in the pro late models.
Yeah, I was kind of quick getting up to the front, and then once I got up to the top 3 there, it seemed like, I don't know if I was making mistakes or my car just wasn't there, and it was basically trying to hold Cody and Warren off, and it kind of lucked out. I think Cody ran out of fuel, and then obviously the big crash there at the end benefited Warren and I quite a bit. So
absolutely, that big crash there at the end, opening the door here for you to get a great run here in this one after a little bit of a rough race last night and a couple heaters there in that one, but the 307 ride continues to get faster and faster each night out here on the racetrack, and we look forward to seeing you back out there in the 305s here in just a little bit. But man, Merlin, who would you like to thank for such a strong run and great performance tonight here in these pro late models?
it's hard because it's usually you're in Victory Lane and real race cars, but I guess just my family, girlfriend, all my kids for taking care of stuff while I come sit down here and race for a couple hours on the weekends.
Absolutely, brother. You can't get away from, all the family that comes in here and, shows the love each and every one of these races. I see the Sorensens coming in here, showing the love all the time as they're coming in and cheering you on, hoping for the best here, and you were so close to getting the best finish you could here tonight in this one as you come up one spot short of the checkered flag. We got to be pretty happy, though, with a solid second-place run after it was a pretty chaotic race out there on the racetrack from pretty much the drop of the green flag right down to the checkered flag.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful, Merlin. Congratulations on the great run. Congratulations on the second place finish. We look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack here in just a little bit, and hopefully we'll see you right back up here in the broadcast booth, maybe one spot better and up here in Victory Lane.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your night and good luck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our second place finisher, Merlin Sorensen. Is Merlin coming home here in position number 2. What a run, what a drive there for that 307 ride. Unfortunately, our third place finisher, Casey Durand, doesn't have a microphone, but we got something up here in the chat from Mr. Durand as third place. He's pretty ecstatic about that. Says, thank you, West Side Signs and Designs, Rocky Mountain Customs, Full Throttle Gospel Ministries, Mom and Dad, and my daughter, is that Carson Durand? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Carson Durand? I hope I'm saying that right. Hopefully I don't get that wrong. For always supporting her dad. Catch us in the sprints next. Woo, woo. Casey absolutely pretty psyched about picking up the third place finish here in this one, and he's going to go to battle in those 305 sprint cars here in just a few more moments. He's going to look to try to better his finish here in these late models and trying to pick up a checkered flag here in just a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what a run, what a show, and what a drive right there for all these drivers. Unfortunately, we're going to call it there for this race. So this race is going to come to a close. We're going to be back live here in just a little bit as the 305 series is going to get underway here in probably about 15 minutes or so. We just don't want to sit here and have to, wait around for, that 15, 20 minutes of practice sessions and waiting for everything to load in and waiting for all that stuff. So we're going to end it here on this note. We're going to be back live for the 305s here in about 10 to 15 minutes, and we're going to be ready to put on another wild show like we just did. But man, what a run, what a race. If I don't see you guys in the 305s, I appreciate everyone coming in, showing the love here in this one. Everyone coming to the likes, the shares, the comments, the new followers, the new subscribers, anyone coming in with the star donations, any new members or subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming in and showing the love here in this one. As we do have a few extra shouts to throw out there. As my boy Casey Sabrina Childers coming in with the like on the stream. Zane Lanier coming in, becoming a brand new follower here on the PeaceMaker gaming channel on Facebook, coming in, becoming a brand new member of the PeaceMaker family. Zane, welcome to the fam here in this one. My boy James Day coming in with the like on the stream. Zane Lanier with the like. Camden Ring with the like, Kelly Blix with the like on the stream as well, Alan Riley, Scott Spees all coming in showing the love with the likes as well. Joseph Brooks says, I want to see that again. You want to see that again? Okay, I don't know if you want to see that one again or not, brother. I don't know if you want to see that one again or not. That was a tough one right there, Joe. That was a tough one, brother. That was a couple heavy hits right here for you guys. Unfortunately, guys just coming together right here as you're trying to clear them, and just looks like just unfortunately the rear end steps out just ever so slightly and just makes that contact. Get a great look at it right there as it looks like the rear end steps out, maybe a little bit of netco, but doesn't look like, it looks like just unfortunately as your rear tail taps the front end of the 86 ride, it straightens you out and just sends you right up towards the outside fence. And unfortunately the 86 having a big run up there on the high side, can't get checked up to not drive himself and you into the outside wall, and unfortunately for both of you, a lot of heavy damage. And here comes the 24 ride in there to finish you off, to finish the job there for the 54 ride of Joseph Brooks. As that was a tough couple hits right there for our top two drivers, as that was a bit of a tough one, but man, that made things very exciting here to finish off this evening. That was a ton of fun, man. That was a absolutely crazy race, a crazy wreck here at the end, as we'll get another look at it as the 54 ride of Joseph Brooks trying to make the move here late in the race, trying to jump out in front. Unfortunately, right there, just things not coming to close. The 86, the 54 just barely coming together. Unfortunately, just straightens him out, gets him up into the outside wall, and dang, some tough breaks right there. Some tough breaks right there for two very fast cars looking to try to pick up the checkered flag here in this one. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys all back here in just a little bit for our 305 Sprint Car Series here for the Montana iRacing League. It's going to get underway here in about 10-15 minutes, so make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, and make sure you turn those bell notifications on. You want to make sure you have those notifications on in every one of these streams, so that way you never miss the action. If you're not sure if you have the notification bell turned on, make sure you jump up into the chat and type !notify, and that will turn that live notification bell on for you here in this one. But thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys all back here in just a few more moments for the 305s. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen.